Hey y'all. Okay, let's get this pork pulled apart. Let me show it to you. It cooked. It's all done. It's just falling apart. Let's see. Let me get me some gloves on here. And I will tell y'all about how long I cooked it and all that good stuff. Let's get it going here. So what I'm going to do, what I like to do, I like to let it cool off so I can just, you can pull it apart so much easier if it's cool, of course. And then I get one pan here to kind of put it all out in, and then I get another dish to put all of the good meat in, because we don't want to put all that fat and everything in there, but we want to get it all out of here because I like to use a little bit of that liquid. Okay, so let me get you down here. So I like to, here is one good big piece here. I'm not going to bring it over there because I don't want it to drip everywhere, but and I get the onions and everything out. Like I said, I like to get it all out, and that way in here we just have the liquid. Okay. Now if you want to use a big spoon to get it out with, you certainly can. I like to do it this way because I can feel so much better with my hands. And I know when I get it all out. Okay. Then you'll notice how much that liquid goes down once you get all that out. You don't have as much liquid left as you think you do. But I like to get all of those pieces out because I use a little bit of this liquid to mix with my barbecue sauce to pour over it after I get it pulled apart, of course. We put just a little bit of barbecue in it whenever we started cooking it, but not very much. We definitely want a little bit more, or that's optional. You may not. Let's see. I think that's about got all of it. Let's see. A few more pieces. The good thing is this here only had that one little bone in it, so you don't have to worry about any bones in here. Some pieces of meat you might have to worry about that, but I wouldn't think you would with anything like this anyway, because if it did have a bone, it would be a big one. All right, so y'all see here how it looks. It just, we are just going to pull it just like this. This is a good meaty piece here. Just pull it apart. It is so tender, y'all. Smells amazing. And I like to, that's another thing I meant to tell y'all too. This, I've already gotten most of the fat off the top of this. You know how all the fat will kind of come up to the top? And you can see it. It's like a different color. Well, you can kind of skim that off of there. All like that, like the grease is what I'm talking about. Not the fat off of the actual meat, but like how the grease, it'll have that different color to it. And I usually try to get most of that out. And that way we're just using some good liquid that we're mixing in with our barbecue sauce to pour back over it. Okay, see this? Look at this, y'all. Don't that look good? And those onions, now if you want to dice up some of those and put in here with your pork, you certainly can. I usually don't. I just like the flavor that they give, and then I just don't even put them in the barbecue, but you can. Like this here, this is pretty much all meat right here. Look at it, see? It just pulls apart so good like that. This will make us some good barbecue sandwiches, y'all. Pulled pork, barbecue, whatever you call it. I usually just call it a barbecue sandwich, but I know actually the real name for it is pulled pork, because a lot of people call a lot of different things barbecue. So I think it's just something here in the South, that's what we do. All right, y'all. I'm not going to keep you while I do every bit of this. because I like to get every little bitty piece out. Same way whenever I do my ham. This is the same thing. Y'all know I do my ham exactly like this. I pull it apart too. So I'm going to get this all done, and then I'll come back and we're going to mix up some of that liquid and a little bit more barbecue sauce and drizzle over. And then of course you always want to serve some on the side. Oh yeah, let me tell you too before I forget, goodness gracious. I cooked this on high for about 4.5, 5 hours. Okay, so and what was it, a 3.5 pound pork butt. So that way it just kind of gives you an idea. Now, you know, all crock pots cook different, but that's how long it took mine. And I mean, it was just completely falling apart. Perfect. And like I said, I just left it on high the whole time, and it did great. Cooking on high in a crock pot is still not a really high temperature, so you really don't have to worry about it drying out or anything. But anyway, let me but look at this. Don't all this look so good so far, y'all? All right, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I just wanted to show you here. Look, this is all of our pulled pork right here. I have every bit of it out, and trust me, I don't leave a shred of meat behind. This is, you know, we had those onions in big pieces, so that's what a lot of this is the onions and then just the fat. I don't put any of that in there. And then, oh yeah, and here's that one little bone. You remember I said I felt that one little bone? Well, that's it. That was the only bone that was in there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this aside, and then I'm going to get some of this liquid out. We're going to mix it with some barbecue. I usually add a little bit of extra pepper or something like that on the meat. But anyway, I'm going to get all this cleaned up, and I'll come back and we're going to finish getting it put together. All right, y'all, we're going to mix up our little mixture. I like to pour just a little bit of the sauce over the barbecue and then serve the rest on the side. So this is optional, this little step right here that I'm going to do. So I got out 1 cup of that liquid out of the crock pot. I'm not going to use all this right now. Let's see, that is 1 cup. Okay, so I'm going to pour in about 1/2 cup, and those little pieces in there, of course, is just stuff from in there. It's perfectly fine. Let's see. This cup is about wore out, y'all, and I can't I can't see the writing on it. All right, so that'll be enough. About 1/2 cup we're going to do. And then I have my barbecue sauce here, the same one that I used in the beginning, and we're just going to mix some of this in with our liquid, however much you want. Just mix this up. I'm gonna get this good and warm. Our barbecue here, it's not hot right now. It's a little bit warm, but I don't want to reheat it, all of it, because one thing, it can possibly, you know, dry it out, and then I don't like just kind of keeping on heating stuff. So I'm going to get this sauce really, really good and warm to drizzle over it, and do that instead of heating. That'll kind of heat it back up. But anyway, you just do however much you want of the sauce and the liquid, or you don't have to do any of that. You can just serve it with some sauce. You don't even have to use the liquid. Some of that sauce fell here in the barbecue, or the pulled pork. I'm trying to call it pulled pork because I know that's what everybody calls it. But anyway, it looks great, smells great. Oh yeah, like I said, I like to take a little bit of fresh black pepper and just put over it, and I'll probably put a little bit in this sauce too. And then I'll just toss this around. This is just something that I've always done. I don't know why, but I just do. I love black pepper on stuff like this. And then just kind of toss it. And then I'll taste this sauce in a minute, and I may add more barbecue in it, or I may leave it like it is. But anyway, y'all, don't this look good? This will make a lot. I know it doesn't look like much once you pull it apart, but this will make a lot of sandwiches, especially no more than I need. Anyway, I'll be back in a second, y'all. All right, y'all. I have our other stuff out here, and this has gotten good and hot. I just let it come up to a little simmer, and now we are going to put some of this in here. Now, I don't put all of this, just a little bit, and I tell you, it makes it so good. Y'all got to trust me on this. Just pour you a little bit in there. Let's see how that does. And then just kind of toss it around. Now, if you would rather just serve it without doing this, that's fine too. This just gives it a great flavor, especially being since it's a crock pot barbecue. You know, it's not some that has cooked on a smoker all day, so that just kind of helps flavor it up a little bit. Let's see, we might could do just a tiny bit more. And then I like to put a little spoonful on top of mine on my sandwich. But again, you know, you do it however you want to do. And if you're serving other people, of course, you know, they do it however they want to do. Okay. That looks great. I have my plate here with my bun in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. Let me go ahead and put this on here, and I can move this out of the way. Let's see. Let's put some on here. Like I said, y'all, I have been wanting to make me some pulled pork for a while now, so this is really going to hit the spot, I'm going to tell you. Get this out of the way, but so you can look at it here. Don't it look good? And here's my here it is on my bun. I'm gonna put some slaw on there, and y'all will see the video for this slaw. Here it is. I do like a mixture of mayo and vinegar. If you want to do one or the other, you can, or if you don't want slaw at all, that's fine too. I used to would not dare have slaw on my, let me put some of this on there first, slaw on my pork sandwich, but I like it now. I've gotten to where I like it pretty good. And I like a pickle on there too. I'm not even going to get mine out tonight. I said I've got some pickles in my potato salad, so that'll be plenty. But a good pickle is good also. Now, I don't like a ton of slaw. I'm just going to do just a little bit, about like that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And there's that. That looked good. Very good sandwich. Good homemade sandwich. I'll wipe that up. Y'all know I don't like messy stuff on the side. And then I'm going to put me a little bit more slaw out here just to the side. Just a little bit. Okay. I'll get this out of the way. And now, our potato salad. Boy, I tell you what, this is my favorite right here. And there's a video on this. I don't know which one you may be seeing before the other one or what, but just know I've got videos on all this. Look at this. This is just my favorite go-to potato salad, and it is delicious, if I have to say so myself. Alright. So I'm going to get some of it out. Like I said earlier, I was going to do some baked beans, but I just decided on these two, and I didn't want to make all three. So we'll do baked beans with something else another time. I'm always cooking, so we'll do them with something else. All right, y'all. I got this camera crooked. Lord have mercy. Crooked as a dog's hind leg. Y'all ever heard that? Alright, so there's our potato salad. I just got a little bit of slaw on there, and then here's our beautiful looking sandwich. Doesn't that look good? I'm fixing to try it first thing. Get you up here. I'll probably make a mess all over the place. That's alright. That is delicious, y'all. You've got to try this pulled pork for it, especially the simplicity of it. It is so easy. That's what I love about it. Now listen. Of course, it's not going to taste like if you went somewhere and got a barbecue sandwich and they have a wood hickory smoker out back. It's not going to have that flavor. However, it does have a very delicious flavor, and it is very good. Which I think y'all know that. Most cooks would know that. You know that you just can't get that by cooking something in the crock pot. But I just want to make sure and, say that. But it's very, very good. I'm very happy with that. Y'all have to make that. The seasons and everything's on point. I added a little bit of black pepper to it after I pulled it, and it could use a little bit more salt. But aside from that, I say it's perfect. And the salt, I just always like to go easy on the salt because you never know. But for me, I could use a little bit more salt. Let's eat some of this potato salad. My favorite. I can eat potato salad, just a bowl of it by itself. That's how much I love it, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go and enjoy this. I've got to give Belle a bite of this pork. She's over there huffing and puffing. I can hear her. She's being patient, but she's wanting her little bite. Okay. Just remember, this whole thing, there's 4 videos for this whole deal. The one of the prepping the pulled pork and putting it in the crock pot. The one we just did now of pulling it apart and putting it all together. And then there's one of the coleslaw, and there's one of the potato salad. And the others, it may be things that you've already seen, and you don't care nothing about seeing it, and that's perfectly fine. I just thought since I was making it, I would run through it really quick, just maybe for any new followers that may be on the page, or new ones that may come along and they want to see just potato salad or just slaw and not with a lot of other things with it. So anyway, that's that. And I'm very pleased with this whole deal. It took me a little bit longer to get all this done than I anticipated. You know, things change, things happen. But anyway, y'all will love this, and I want you to try it. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.